you doing? So as promised, I wanted to come online and talk to you guys about 2012 and why I asked that question. If any of you have read the Rise to Rise, you may know why I'm asking that question, because I'm reading it right now, and she brings up the huge transition that happened in that time frame. But if you don't know me, my name is Rosemary. I am one of the leaders of the Naked Heart Tribe. And so hey Julia, what I do outside of this is I am a life path guide. I'm a spiritual entrepreneur, a light worker. I help women break free from that fearful mindset and kind of leave the darkness behind and jump into the light, because that is my job as a light worker, is to shine light on the entire world and everybody around me. So I also am starting to develop some of a very high intuitive superpower, I don't know. So I'm kind of tapping into that, and that's been very interesting as I go along this journey of my own awakening. So what I wanted to talk to you guys about is 2012, and I was so shocked. Like, I asked this question to a couple different groups of how many people experienced major transition that year. And it's no significance, you guys. It's not a coincidence at all. There's a reason why that happened. And the reason is, so a lot of people, so if you know the Mayan calendar, right? Everybody was like, 2012, the world's gonna end because the Mayan said it was, and all these ancient civilizations. Well, the world did end in a big way, and it actually transitioned from one age to another. So it went from the Piscean age into the Aquarian age, which was basically, we left the dark ages behind and we entered the age of light. So a lot of people experience these awakenings in that time frame and major life changes, right? And for me, what happened, I just wanted to share a little bit, because you guys have all shared so many amazing stories, so that was a time for me where I left my old self behind. I left my career. I left everything to enter in this whole new journey of becoming a stay-at-home mom and taking care of my family, my husband and my kids. But it was a huge transition for me, and it was not easy. And I went through this major depression stage, that year and into the following year. And it was really this age from 2012 up to this point where I've been trying to figure out where my place was. What was my superpower? What was my passion? What was my purpose? Why was I here? Because the things that I was doing previously, outside of being my stay-at-home mom and all of that, the job I left behind, I didn't want to go back to that because that wasn't who I was anymore. So, that was like such a significant year, because it really was the death of my old self and coming into this new person, but going through all these different stages that I didn't really understand I had to go through. But now it makes so much sense, obviously, because I am where I am now. But I just think it's amazing how many people have experienced that. And a lot of us in this group had these like major transitions, and some of them were easy and some of them were really difficult. But if we look back, it's like, if those things wouldn't have happened, we wouldn't be where we are right now, right? So if you're not familiar with Shakti, so Shakti is the divine feminine, like, creative power. And she lies within every single woman, and every woman can activate her, okay? And what happens when she's activated, she lays in the root, like right on the bottom of your where your root chakra is. And what happens is, when she gets awakened, she rises and she basically spirals all the way up all of the chakras to the sorry, I got a call. And it really makes you feel like you have a like you can feel it. And there's a lot of weird things that come with awakenings. Shauna will have to come on and talk about hers, because it was very strange. But like what happens. But it's just, you can get anxiety, you can have depression, you can have like involuntary shaking, or like your muscles like trembling. You can have like times of euphoria where you feel like really, really amazing. I think it's a little bit different in everybody, but it's not something that just happens like overnight, right? It's something that happens when you continue to become connected, and you're continually searching, and you're teaching yourself, and you're opening up yourself to the world and the connection of the universe, right? We're all connected to that. So when you're working on that, and you're constantly striving to become more connected with the universe, sorry, I already said that, but this is when that Kundalini chakra opens, right? That's when Shakti comes in and your rise, the rise of the feminine divine, which is what this group is all about, right? Because I feel like so many of us are experiencing that, but we don't know, you know, it's like we don't know what it is, you know, and it's, you're getting all these different feelings coming in, and all these different superpowers, so to speak, are starting to come into your life, and it's like overwhelming because you're like, holy cow. You know, for me, I was feeling all these different things that I didn't know what they were coming from. And it's funny because a couple of years ago for me, like I started, you know, really diving into, you know, like yoga and becoming more open with myself, and like the moon cycles and all of this stuff. But then I kind of went away from it because I wasn't ready yet. And the world wasn't ready for that yet. Like, I mean, it's just amazing. I was talking to my my Reiki healer, and she said, and I was telling her, God, I wish I would have known this stuff before, you know, and so I would have like known how powerful I was, and you know, all that stuff. And she's like, but the world wasn't ready for it yet, and neither were you. You had so many lessons you needed to learn, you know, first before you could step into this this position, until you could teach other women, until you could shine that light on the world that you need to shine, and before you can step into your powers and really understand what they mean. So I just wanted to come on real quick and give you guys just a reason why I asked specifically the year 2012. But I would love to hear more of your stories, so please share them. Don't be afraid to go live. We're all, you know, if you want to do that, we're all here to support each other. And I'm so excited to start off the summer solstice this week. If you haven't listened to Sarah's meditation, please do. You guys, she's amazing. Her meditations are powerful. Like there's no other way for me to express it. She is so talented, and she has a really good way of just getting you to dive in and just like shut your mind off so you can really be present in those moments. But please do that. And then also get together your prayer box, like Sarah was talking about. She went in live last night around 10 o'clock, so you can check her video out. But it's an amazing way to release those things that you don't want, or to bring things into your life. And so this will be kind of our first ritual that we do for the next 4 weeks to kind of kick it off, so we can set our intentions and release the shit that we don't need anymore. And then by the end of this week, we'll do an awesome burning ceremony, and we're going to share with you what we do, but we would love to see your guys's ceremonies. And so please post videos or pictures or whatever you want to do of that through by the end of the week, and Friday we'll be doing that together. So it's kind of like a, you know, this is a sisterhood. This is for all of us. This is for us to connect and really bring our powers together so that we can go out and share that with the world. And the more connected and open we are, the better the world is going to be like that too. Like I said in my first video when I introduced myself, the world needs us right now. It needs the light, and so that is what our job is, right? Okay, so I hope that helped kind of explain to you guys. If you have any other questions, please post them, or like I said, share your stories. We love to share your stories, or hear your stories, and to share ours with you as well. So yeah, look forward to the prayer box video tonight, and that should be it. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.